I was brought up to be honest, brought up to be polite, to respect people, and I think that then becomes part of your makeup. I think, you know, a lot of people will tell you that life is what you make it. I'm not quite sure I agree with that. I think life makes you, the way you're brought up, the influence of your parents and family and friends, the community you're brought up in, the school you go to, all this have an influence on you as a young person. And one of the influences on me as a young person was that you're always honest, you always tell the truth. And we all say a little white lie now and again when somebody asks you your age, you always knock a few years off it here and there, but you've always been brought up to be honest, and I think that's one of the most important traits as a referee. As a referee, unless you can cope with the abuse and the pressure it comes with, you can't do it. You just can't do this job. So there's something inside you, and I think a lot of that is to do with your experiences, you know, when you're learning the game and refereeing, you know, the people who give you advice and actually going out there and learning by your mistakes and dealing with the way that you deal with those mistakes and deal with the pressure that comes with you. I don't think rugby can take the moral high ground above any other sport, because rugby has a lot of things that it can do better and needs to do better, and rugby can learn from other sports and from soccer as well. But I think, you know, even the most ardent of soccer supporters will agree that there's one thing that I think soccer could certainly benefit from having is respect that rugby has. And to me, that's quite a simple solution. And that respect has to start at the top. What makes you an open referee and quite willing to accept your errors, I guess. And I think that's a lot to do with the person you are, I think. You know, I think one of the key factors of refereeing is your integrity and your honesty. That's the most important thing, because unless you've got that, then you're in the wrong job. Nobody should have to choose between being who they are or continuing to participate in the sport that they love. And thankfully, I didn't have to make that decision. I thought at the time that I would have, but it didn't come to that, thankfully. And I think that's made me into a stronger person, into a better person. And I think as well, you know, it has gained respect as well over the years, I think. It doesn't matter who I am or what I do. The most important thing for the 30 players on the field and everybody involved in the game is that you go out there and do your job and do it right. That's the most important thing. And, you know, no matter what I do off the field and who I am or what I say, it's if I don't go on the field and perform and do my job well as a referee, nothing else will matter. At the end of the day, I've got one simple job to do: referee a game of rugby, nothing more and certainly nothing less.